What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing on the bacon, NBA DFS video. It is Monday. It is November 6th, and we are back with a new video. If you've never been here before, hopefully you're in for a treat. We do things a little bit differently here. We break it down. So if you're used to just like going to, I won't say their names, but other YouTube channels, and they give you top 5 plays to play, and it's 6 core plays or 6-pack or whatever you want to call it. We do it differently. So we give you more options. So what we do is we're going to go through each position, and since there's over 5 games, we're going to give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. So it's a great way to build your player pool out. If you need a little bit more help, obviously we have more things. We have minutes played, points allowed by position, the Vegas odds, we have player projections, we have our chalk, which helps you determine if you're playing cash, which cash players to play, or if you want to pivot to tournament plays, you can pivot off of those. We also have our cheat sheet, which includes each position, has leverage plays at each position, has our DK tiers, it has our boomstick shots for players that we think are going to get at least 7 times value for the day. And it also has optimal lineups. Now, the optimal lineups are there as a great starting point. They are not just a copy-paste. If you're looking for just copy-paste lineups, go somewhere else. We're trying to build you up to be a better DFS player, not just sell you lineups, but they are part of the premium content. So if you've been wondering, FTA Plus, $24.99. It is sports betting plus DFS. For $24.99 for a month. Or if you use the promo code Thursday on a yearly pass, normally $199, you can get it for $75 right now. We have 2 coupon codes left, still 2. Check that out. So that being said, we're going to go over the Vegas real numbers real quick. The biggest games here, Pacers at the Spurs, 237.5 over under. Pacers being a 7.5 point favorite, so look out for the blowout potential there. Thunder at the Hawks, or Thunder versus Hawks. Thunder's at it's a 236.5 over under, so kind of big there. Atlanta is a 2.5 point favorite there. We've got Bucks at the Nets, 230 over under. Bucks are 5.5 point favorite. Pistons at Warriors, 229.5. Warriors are 6.5 point favorite. And then we've got the 76ers at the Wizards at 228. The 76ers are a 12 point favorite, so this one is a huge blowout potential. It's already gone up 1 whole point. And half a line since it opened. So my thing is, watch out for the players you take with the 76ers, because if you do take Embiid, you pay up for him, and they go up huge, he could sit, and then, you've paid that much, and he might not play a fourth quarter. It just depends on how the game goes. So those are the games with the highest over-unders. Obviously, you can see the rest right here. You can go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, NBA, and we can go to any of the position. If you want to do the Vegas odds, you can see that. So that being said, I did not have a video yesterday. Like I said, 2 days ago, I have a sick daughter, so I wasn't able to record a video yesterday. But anytime there's not a video, there's going to be an article. So always check out. If we don't have a video out by, let's say, 10 a.m. Central, go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, and in the NBA tab, the video we go over is what we'll do. So that being said, at the end of the video, we will kind of go over our simulations. We'll go over the top 5 players that are simulations like as of now. And I don't think it's going to be a surprise. It's all the big names with the matchups they have. So we'll do that. And then if you guys have questions, get those down below. But anytime a video gets at least 50 likes, you leave a comment. You are a YouTube subscriber. Comment on this video. You have a chance to win a free week of DFS content. That week includes MMA, NBA, NFL, and PGA. NASCAR and MLB are done for the season. NASCAR will be back in February. I don't know if you guys like NASCAR enough to do DFS. I don't want to waste my time if you guys don't play it. So let me know if you guys do play NASCAR. And then obviously MLB just ended last week. We will be back with MLB at the end of March. So anytime any of our videos get at least 100 likes, you leave a comment, you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win a free month of DFS content. 125 likes is a chance to win a free year. And any of our videos ever get 150 likes, you leave a comment, you are a YouTube subscriber, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass, normally $4.99, super easy. All you got to do is like the video. So that being said, since we didn't have a video yesterday, we are going to see who the winner of Saturday's video is. So, and you have a chance to win every single day, as long as you don't have a lifetime pass. You have a chance to win every single day. So if we get 100 likes on these videos 3 days in a row, you leave a like, a comment, and you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win 3 straight months. So let's check it out real quick. We've put it in, and this is from, you got to leave a comment so the comment picker can pick you up. So the winner of Saturday's video for the free week is Bill Collins. Let's roll. Absolutely. So Bill, like this video if you're seeing this. Leave a comment that you saw this, and either email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1@gmail.com, with a username and email you would like to use to get your free week. Or you can always hit me up on Twitter /X @advisors_team. Same thing. Email and username you would like. We'll get you set up, Bill, and you can get rolling for the week starting today. So that's how easy it is. You just leave a comment, and that's it. So looking at the article right here, which you can find down below in the description, the more you guys click on it and look at it and view it, the more I know you want the articles. So that being said, we look at this, and these are just rough projections, pretty much floor projections, minus blowouts and stuff like that. So we're not obviously going to project that Doncic gets a triple-double or 70 fantasy points pretty much every game, because that's not realistic. These are basically floor projections. They can really only go up unless they get hurt or their minutes are cut in half or their minutes are restricted due to a blowout or injury or something like that. So that being said, we're looking at a point guard position. You've got Luka here at 56 fantasy points. He's hit 70 so many times, I would not be surprised if he goes for 65 plus there. You got Damian Lillard at 49 fantasy points. We got Steph Curry at 46. Mid-tier, Tyler Hero at 32, Tyrese Maxey 32, and Jordan Clarkson 32 fantasy points. Then some of our value picks here at point guard today. Mike Conley at 27 fantasy points, Killian Hayes at 27, and Cole Anthony at 26 fantasy points. Now, with the value picks, they will sometimes change throughout the day due to this player A and B being out, or throughout the day you hear game time decision players good to go. So obviously the minutes and everything else will bump up, so the value will bump up as well. So throughout the day is when we get some more information. So that is why our cheat sheet usually is not updated, or player projection is not updated until a couple hours before the game time. But I will tell you right now, tomorrow, Tuesday, I actually have to travel to the office for the first time in a year for my full-time job. So I will have to get everything out pretty early for the day. I'll try to update as much as possible on my phone throughout the day, but I want to let you guys know I will try to update as much as I can tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to update like the minutes played. I don't know if I'll be able to update a couple of things, but I will try to update as much as I can. I don't know how reception is. I haven't been in there for a year. I don't know what's going to happen. So I just want to let you guys know that up the top. So moving to the shooting guard, you got Kyrie Irving at 45 fantasy points. You got Anthony Edwards 42. You got James Harden at 42. Mid-tier, you got Spencer Dinwiddie at 34, Klay Thompson 33, and Kelly Oubre Jr. at 32. And then our value shooting guards right now, Norman Powell 27, Emmanuel Quickley 26, and Tim Hardaway Jr. 26 fantasy points. Small forward, we've got Jason Tatum at the top of 50 fantasy points, LeBron James at 50 fantasy points, and Kawhi Leonard at 42. Mid-tier, Zach LaVine at 27, Keldon Johnson 32, Michael Bridges 32. And then, actually, wait a minute. I think that's Zach LaVine at 37. Let me double check. Give me a second. That's Zach LaVine at 37 fantasy points, Keldon Johnson 32, and Michael Bridges 32. And then value picks at small forward, you got Kyle Anderson 28, Michael Porter Jr. 27, and Lou Dort at 25 fantasy points. Power forward position today, Giannis at 51, wouldn't be surprised if he gets more. Julius Randle 42, Lauri Markkanen 41. Mid-tier, Karl Anthony Towns 35 fantasy points, Paolo Banchero 35, Jabari Smith Jr. 28. And your value picks here at power forward, Bobby Portis at 26, Danilo Gallinari at 25, and Isaiah Stewart at 24. Moving to the center position, you got Nikola Jokic at 58, Joel Embiid 52, Anthony Davis 49. Mid-tier, Bam Adebayo 36, Zion Williamson 35, Miles Turner 32, and Christian Wood 28, Clint Capella 27, and Kelly Olynyk 26 to round out some value picks at the center position. Now, our value plays overall, we got Danilo Gallinari at the top right now, has 7.6 fantasy points per dollar, according to our DraftKings projections with DraftKings pricing. And you'll see that that's what we use here. So we use DraftKings to do our projections out. But on the website, you can see value plays and stuff for FanDuel and DraftKings. So KJ Martin, 7.19 fantasy points per dollar. Chris Dunn, 6.25 fantasy points per dollar. Kyle Anderson, 6.1 fantasy points per dollar. And Norman Powell, 5.82 fantasy points per dollar for this slate. So that being said, click the link down below in the description for this article. And our simulations, like I said, so top 10 might surprise you a little bit. I don't think the top ones will. But these are simulations. We do 10,000, and if you've been with us since MLB, we do simulations. We do 10,000 simulations a day. When we do these videos, I've done 2,000 simulations so far, and these are the top 10 through 2,000. Now, it can change a little bit after 10,000. So as of now, it's got Nikola Jokic, number 1, Joel Embiid, number 2, Jason Tatum, number 3, Domantas Sabonis at number 4, number 5, Anthony Davis, number 6, LeBron James, 7, Tyrese Halliburton, 8, Trae Young, 9, Anthony Edwards, and number 10, Zion Williamson, rounding out the top 10. So these will change. It's showing the average projection, the value that comes along with it, their percentage to score, how many points, how many fantasy points, their value. There's a lot that goes into these simulations, and simulations are the new thing. It really just depends on what you're looking for. So yeah, that's what I've got. If you have any questions, let us know down below. We'll check it out. I wasn't going to build a lineup in this one because some people like it and some people don't. I've built a lineup before, and people just the comments I get, like on Twitter, DMs I get, due to having a lineup here, and like I say in these videos, the lineup is not a final product. It's a lineup in the morning. It's kind of building around the core. The hate that I get for it is crazy. I tell you, don't just copy paste. If you're looking for copy paste lineups, there are sketchy lineup sellers on Twitter. I completely understand. My thing is, I would not just copy paste lineups. It's a great starting point. Obviously, you can use fantasy points allowed by position, DraftKings, FanDuel, whichever one you're using. Again, though, we only have a week and a half worth of data. We need about a month worth of data to realize, like, oh yeah, the Spurs rank dead last. They give up an average of 60.1 fantasy points per game. And then you look, and the Spurs have played 5 games. Like, we need more data off of this. 10 games, 15 games, you would really get a feel for how the defense actually is against each position. So that is just kind of my thought here. If you guys want me to build a projected lineup or just kind of build a lineup out at the end of these videos, let me know. I didn't do it today. Let me know if you want that, and I will continue that. The hate that I've gotten for it has been ridiculous. So that being said, that's what I've got in this video. A shorter video than normal, way shorter than MLB videos. MLB, there's just so much more to go over. We use MLB Savant to go over all the matchups. I wanted to go over the matchups for NBA, but NBA Savant doesn't exist anymore. I thought it did. It doesn't, which is crazy. Yeah, so it's just kind of crazy when you look at it. So if you have questions, let me know. And we can kind of go from there if you need. I guess we could kind of go over. Let's see. Yeah. So we can go each position. I guess the top 5 players via DVP or defense versus player we could look at. And we can kind of go, and this isn't necessarily a player that's going to play very many minutes, but this is what we've got. So starting with point guard, the top 5 players via DVP, which we don't know if they'll play. DeAnthony Melton versus Washington, who, we'll just kind of go like this. So we'll go top 5 at each position via DVP. DeAnthony Melton versus Washington. Tyrese Maxey versus Washington, depending. Maxey's obviously the starter. You've got Reggie Jackson versus New Orleans. Tyrese Halliburton versus San Antonio. And Trey Jones versus Indiana. Moving to the shooting guard position. Dejounte Murray at OKC. Kelly Oubre Jr. at Washington. Spencer Dinwiddie at Milwaukee. Devin Vassell at Indianapolis. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at New Orleans. Now, this is the best DVP points per dollar as well. This is not necessarily starters, but again, we've kind of you got to wait for the lineups to come out. That's the thing. So, small forward, you got R.J. Barrett. He is questionable game time decision versus the Clippers. Now, if he is out, Josh Hart would be a value pick here versus the Clippers. You got DeMar DeRozan, who's also game time decision, but he's going up against Utah. We've got Bruce Brown Jr. Versus San Antonio. Taurean Prince at Miami, which he is also a game time decision. And then we've got LeBron James at Miami as well. Moving to the power forward position today, we've got Victor Wembanyama at Indy. Jonathan Isaac is a value pick here at 3,800 on DraftKings versus Dallas. Same thing, Mo Wagner versus Dallas. It's going to get you a little bit more than Jonathan Isaac. Jabari Smith versus Sacramento. And Julius Randle at the Clippers. And then we move to the center position. And these are based on fantasy points allowed per 48 minutes. So defenses that give up the most amount of fantasy points to the position on average of 48 minutes. So looking at this, Zach Collins at Indy has a great matchup here for center and a cheaper matchup. Christian Wood is a little bit cheaper as well at Miami. Anthony Davis, number 3 at Miami. Obviously be Anthony Davis over Christian Wood. Alperen Sengun versus Sacramento. And then we've got Jalen Duren versus Golden State to round out the top 5 centers. So if you like that, let me know. Obviously, it'll change a little bit. But I might do a chart or a tab on the website under NBA to be top DVP plays or something like that per day or something like that. We'll figure it out. So yeah, that's what I've got in this video. If you have any questions, let us know. Leave a comment, leave a like so you guys have a chance to win. Good luck on this pretty good Monday massive slate. let's bring home some bacon together. Peace.